In the vast world of nature, intelligence doesn't belong only to humans. Some animals use tools, some understand emotions, and some can even plan for the future. From deep forests to the darkest oceans, nature has created minds far more incredible than we imagine. And today, we're about to explore the 10 smartest animals in the world. As we move closer to number 1, their abilities will become even more unbelievable. Dogs. Starting our list today is the animal that has stood beside humans for thousands of years, the dog. In many parts of the world, dogs are far more than pets. They are companions, protectors, and often true members of the family. But behind those familiar eyes lies an incredibly intelligent mind. Dogs are capable of remembering hundreds of different words. Some breeds, like the Border Collie, can understand vocabulary comparable to that of a small child. They don't simply hear sounds. They recognize meaning, emotion, and intention. When their owners are happy, dogs can sense it. When humans feel anxious, sad, or afraid, dogs often react immediately. Studies have shown that dogs can read human facial expressions, a rare ability in the animal kingdom. But emotional intelligence is only part of the story. Dogs are also extraordinary learners. From rescue dogs searching earthquake ruins, to police dogs tracking criminals, to guide dogs helping the visually impaired. Their ability to train and adapt is astonishing. Many dogs can memorize dozens of commands and respond almost instantly. In snowy mountains, rescue dogs have spent hours digging through ice and snow searching for survivors. During wars, dogs have saved countless lives by detecting danger before humans could. Their loyalty is sometimes almost unbelievable, but intelligence in dogs goes far beyond obedience. They observe, they learn from their environment, they remember routines and behaviors. Some dogs know the exact moment their owner is about to come home. Others have figured out how to open doors or solve problems entirely on their own. And perhaps the most remarkable thing about dogs is their emotional connection with humans. When someone is hurting, a dog will often sit quietly beside them. No words, no commands, as if they somehow understand human emotion in their own unique way. And because of that, dogs have become one of the most beloved animals on earth. But if dogs are famous for loyalty and emotional intelligence, the next animal is known for a memory that seems almost impossible to forget. 9. Elephants. Across the vast grasslands of Africa and Asia lives a giant creature with one of the most remarkable minds in the animal kingdom, the elephant. Elephants are famous for their incredible memory. People often say, an elephant never forgets. And surprisingly, that may be closer to the truth than we imagine. Studies have shown that elephants can remember migration routes stretching hundreds of miles. Even after many years, during severe droughts, older matriarch elephants can still remember the locations of hidden water sources far away. That knowledge has helped entire herds survive. But intelligence in elephants isn't only about memory. What truly amazes scientists is their emotional depth. Elephants appear to experience grief. When a member of the herd dies, others have been seen standing silently beside the bones for hours. They gently touch the tusks and skull, almost as if they are mourning. Some elephant mothers have stayed beside their dead calves for days. Moments like these have deeply moved researchers around the world. Elephants are also highly cooperative animals. As they travel, the adults surround and protect the young. If one elephant becomes injured, the others will slow down and help it continue moving. They communicate using extremely low-frequency sounds, vibrations so deep that humans can barely hear them. Those signals can travel for miles across open land. Elephants also show signs of self-awareness. Some have recognized themselves in mirrors, a rare trait shared by only a handful of highly intelligent species. And despite their enormous size, elephants are calm and thoughtful creatures. They rarely act without purpose. Every slow step, every movement seems guided by awareness and memory. A creature of immense strength, yet equally capable of compassion and emotion. And now, from the wide open plains of Earth, we leave the ground behind and rise into the skies, where one of the greatest geniuses of the bird world awaits. Oshiem. Crows, high above forests and cities alike, flies a bird wrapped in mystery. The crow. For centuries, crows have appeared in myths and legends as symbols of intelligence and wisdom. And in reality, their minds are even more extraordinary than most people realize. Crows are not just clever scavengers, they are tool makers. In scientific experiments, crows have bent twigs into hooks, using them to pull food from narrow spaces. What shocked researchers most was that nobody taught them how to do it. They figured it out on their own. Some crows have even been observed dropping hard nuts onto roads, waiting for cars to crack them open before safely retrieving the food. That behavior reveals planning, observation, and problem-solving skills. But perhaps the most incredible ability of crows is memory. Crows can remember human faces for years. If a person harms one crow, the entire flock may learn to recognize that face as dangerous. They even warn one another. It's a level of communication and social learning rarely seen in birds. Crows also use a wide range of vocal sounds, each carrying different meanings: warnings, food discoveries, calls to gather together. Inside that small black head is a brain capable of surprisingly advanced thinking. Some scientists believe crow intelligence rivals that of certain primates in specific tasks. And that's astonishing. For a bird, behind those dark eyes, there always seems to be calculation, curiosity, and awareness. A small creature with a mind far greater than anyone once imagined. But if crows are the geniuses of the sky, then deep beneath the ocean's surface lives a creature even stranger and perhaps even smarter. 7. Octopus. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, hidden among coral reefs and underwater caves, lives one of the strangest intelligent creatures on Earth, the octopus. At first glance, it almost seems alien. No bones, no protective shell, just 8 flexible arms, and a mind unlike anything else in the animal kingdom. What makes the octopus truly extraordinary is its nervous system. A large portion of its neurons are located inside its arms rather than its brain. That means each arm can move, react, and even solve simple problems independently. Scientists have watched octopuses unscrew jar lids, escape complex mazes, and squeeze through openings barely larger than their eyes. Some have even escaped aquariums at night, crossed the floor, hunted fish in nearby tanks, and returned before morning. That level of planning and problem-solving shocked researchers around the world. But perhaps the octopus's most famous ability is camouflage. Within seconds, it can completely change color, texture, and shape to blend perfectly into its surroundings. Some species can even imitate other sea creatures to scare away predators. This isn't just instinct. It requires rapid observation and decision-making. Octopuses are also naturally curious. They explore unfamiliar objects, interact with their environment, and learn through experience. Many scientists believe curiosity itself is a strong sign of advanced intelligence. In the dark silence of the deep ocean, the octopus moves like a hidden genius, quiet, mysterious, and incredibly smart. But if the octopus amazes the world with problem-solving, the next animal has mastered something even more incredible: language. 6. African gray parrot. In the world of birds, few species have impressed scientists more than the African gray parrot. It may not have the brightest feathers or the largest wingspan, but it possesses one of the most advanced communication abilities in the animal kingdom. For years, people believed parrots simply copied sounds without understanding them. But African greys proved otherwise. These birds can learn hundreds of words, recognize objects, identify colors and shapes, and even answer simple questions correctly. One of the most famous parrots in history was a bird named Alex. Studied for decades by scientist Irene Pepperberg, Alex demonstrated abilities once thought impossible for birds. He could count objects, distinguish materials, and understand concepts like bigger, smaller, same, and different. When asked questions, Alex often answered correctly with remarkable consistency. His intelligence was compared to that of a young child, but perhaps even more fascinating was his emotional awareness. African gray parrots form strong bonds with humans. They remember voices, recognize faces, and react differently depending on the person they interact with. When left alone too often, they can even experience stress and sadness. That emotional complexity suggests a much deeper level of awareness than most people expect from birds. These parrots are constantly observing, learning, and experimenting with new sounds. In the wild, their communication skills help them survive in highly social groups. A small bird with an extraordinary ability to understand the world around it. But while parrots dominate the skies with communication, the next animal rules the oceans with teamwork and deadly hunting strategies. 5. Orcas. Powerful, precise, and incredibly intelligent. The orca, also known as the killer whale, is one of the most sophisticated predators in the ocean. But what makes orcas truly remarkable is not their strength. It's their social intelligence. Orcas hunt in groups using carefully coordinated strategies. Some pods create waves to wash seals off floating ice. Others work together to trap schools of fish into tight circles. Every movement is timed perfectly, almost like a military operation beneath the sea. What's even more fascinating is that different orca groups develop different hunting techniques. Scientists now believe these behaviors are passed down through generations, like culture in human societies. Each pod also communicates with unique vocal patterns, almost like regional languages or dialects. Young orcas learn from older members of the group, observing, practicing, and remembering. That ability to teach and transfer knowledge is a major sign of advanced intelligence. Orcas also form deep social bonds. They care for injured members, protect their young, and remain close to family throughout their lives. Some pods stay together for decades. In the cold waters of the ocean, orcas have become masters of cooperation and strategy, feared by almost every creature in the sea, yet deeply connected to one another. But if orcas dominate through teamwork, the next animal is famous for intelligence so advanced It may actually recognize itself as an individual. 4. Dolphins. For decades, dolphins have been considered among the smartest animals on Earth. And the more scientists study them, the more incredible they seem. Dolphins possess highly developed brains, especially in areas connected to emotion and social interaction. One of the clearest signs of their intelligence is self-awareness. Dolphins can recognize themselves in mirrors, a rare ability shared by only a few species. But their intelligence goes far beyond that. Every dolphin has its own unique whistle, almost like a personal name. They use these sounds to identify and call one another across long distances. Dolphins also cooperate in highly organized groups. They help injured pod members stay afloat, protect babies from predators, and sometimes even rescue humans in danger. There are documented cases of dolphins surrounding swimmers, protecting them from sharks until help arrived. Their communication system is incredibly complex. Clicks, whistles, body movements, all working together as a sophisticated underwater language. But perhaps what makes dolphins most fascinating is their playful nature. They surf waves for fun, play games with seaweed, and appear to genuinely enjoy social interaction. That combination of intelligence, emotion, and curiosity has made dolphins one of the most beloved animals in the world. But as impressive as dolphins are, the next animal shares something even closer to humans. Dinner. 3. Chimpanzees. Among all animals on Earth, chimpanzees are humanity's closest living relatives. Their DNA is astonishingly similar to our own, and in many ways, their behavior reflects that connection. Chimpanzees use tools. They strip leaves from sticks to fish termites out of holes. They crack nuts open with rocks, and they even use leaves like sponges to collect water. But their intelligence goes beyond survival skills. Chimpanzees can solve puzzles, learn sign language, and remember complex patterns. Some studies have shown that certain chimpanzees outperform humans in short-term memory tests. They also display strong emotional behavior. Chimpanzees laugh when playing, comfort one another after fights, and form deep social relationships within their groups. Young chimps spend years learning by observing adults. That ability to pass knowledge from generation to generation is one of the foundations of intelligence. When scientists look into the eyes of a chimpanzee, many describe an unsettling feeling. It feels less like looking at an animal and more like looking at another version of ourselves. But if chimpanzees are incredibly close to humans, the next animal may surprise people even more. 2. Pigs. When people think about intelligent animals, pigs are rarely the first species that come to mind. But in reality, pigs are astonishingly smart. Studies have shown that pigs can solve mazes, understand symbols, and even play simple video games using joysticks. Their learning ability rivals that of dogs, and in some tasks may even surpass them. Pigs are also highly social animals. They recognize one another, form friendships, and communicate using a wide variety of sounds. Mother pigs are known to sing softly to their babies while nursing. That emotional connection reveals a surprisingly complex social life. Pigs are excellent problem solvers. They quickly learn routines, adapt to new environments, and remember solutions for long periods of time. Scientists believe their intelligence has been underestimated for decades simply because humans never expected it. Behind their simple appearance lies a mind capable of learning far more than most people realize. And now, only one animal remains, The creature many scientists believe may be one of the wisest minds in the natural world. Satu, orangutans. High in the rainforests of Southeast Asia lives one of the most intelligent creatures ever discovered, the orangutan. Quiet, thoughtful, and incredibly aware, orangutans are masters of observation and planning. They use sticks to gather insects, large leaves as umbrellas during storms, and carefully crafted tools to reach hidden food. But what truly separates orangutans from most animals is their ability to think ahead. Researchers have found evidence that orangutans can plan future actions, something extremely rare in the animal kingdom. Young orangutans spend years learning from their mothers. They watch carefully, imitate behavior, and slowly master survival skills over time. That long learning process is remarkably similar to humans. Orangutans are also deeply emotional animals. They form strong bonds with family, display curiosity, and often appear calm and reflective. Many people who encounter an orangutan describe the same feeling. There's something almost human in their eyes, a quiet intelligence, an ancient awareness. Perhaps true intelligence is not only about language or strength. Maybe it's about understanding the world, adapting to it, and forming connections with others. And in that sense, orangutans may be far closer to us than we ever imagined. From the depths of the ocean to the forests high above the ground, these incredible animals remind us that intelligence exists everywhere in nature. And perhaps the more we learn about them, the more we understand how extraordinary life on Earth truly is. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing journeys into the natural world.